It's an offense for the Mets that'll face off with Yoshinobu Yamamoto.
Really, for him tonight, we're looking at that first inning because that's where all of his struggles have been.
Absolutely. You start to look at the first inning, he's allowed a .421 batting average against. And overall, what has hurt him as well, only a .217 average overall. But that first inning has been problematic.
The leadoff batter, the left fielder, Brandon Nimmo.
That is a curve that got him over the outside corner. And he begins his night with a strikeout of Nimmo.
It's a good beginning and a confidence booster because early in most of his games, his curveball is up getting called for a strike. But here, owning the outside corner.
One away. Here's Starling Marte. Fastball lifted to left center field. Taylor's going back with room. That went off the end of the bat a little bit. 2 gone in the first.
Opposition has been jumping the first pitch against Yamamoto, trying to keep him from getting to his curveball, and Marte went with the program and almost hit it out. There's Francisco Lindor. His season is starting to pick up a little bit of steam. He's been on base now in 10 straight games. 5 for 15 over the last 4.
And he stares at strike 3. Everybody knew it. Bookending K's for Yoshinobu Yamamoto in a spotless first inning.
Sean Manaea makes his 4th start.
Yeah, maybe the best 3 in baseball that Manaea will have to start with here in this first inning. First 2 starts, only 1 run allowed in 11 innings. Last one was tough.
Ben says the first batter of the game has been up 21 times. He's gotten on base 13 of the 21. That's a .619 on base percentage.
Is robbed by Francisco Lindor, who moved over to his left to bring in a soft line drive. So Betts retired. Bases stay empty now. Shohei Ohtani's turn.
And he chops one to the right side. Easy play for McNeil. And Ohtani retired, and Manaea's gotten through the first 2. And now Freddie Freeman, who has driven in more runs than any active player against the Mets.
A 1-1. That's lined in the air, left center field. Bader sprinting back toward the track, makes the catch, backpedaling near the wall in left center field. Both starters go 3 up and 3 down. Manaea versus Yamamoto tonight.
Pete has raked in this ballpark. 15 career games at Dodger Stadium. He's hitting .349 with 7 home runs.
And makes quick work of him. That's his 3rd K as he's retired the first 4.
3 punch outs and 4 opponents for Yamamoto.
Well, maybe one of the hottest hitters you're going to find outside of maybe Mookie.
No score, top 2, 1 out. Here's DJ Stewart, left-handed hitter.
That's driven to deep right by DJ Stewart, and that ball is out of here. DJ Stewart on the first pitch from Yamamoto takes it out of the ballpark, and the Mets have the early 1-0 lead. 3rd home run of the year for DJ. Well, we mentioned Marte jumping the first pitch to try and keep him from getting to the curve. DJ did the same, and he hits it into the pavilion to give the Mets the lead.
Stewart has been hot, getting love in that first base dugout. High fives galore. And here's Francisco Alvarez. First pitch, Alvarez hits a little nubber. First base side, Smith to catcher out. Underhand flips it over Freeman's head and down the first base line in foul territory. Alvarez chugging for second. The throw, he's safe.
He takes 2 bases on the throwing error by Will Smith. But he comes up holding his hand. Another slide into second base that looked awkward.
Good hustle here. Maybe it's here. That's where maybe he hurt his thumb.
Oh, yeah, you can
trying
see
to keep himself afloat.
He's wincing the entire way.
That was it. Oh.
Anyway, he stays in the game.
Did you see Carlos Mendoza? Who did he go speak to? Omar Narvaez, to let him know.
There's a possibility.
Get loose.
So it's 2-2 on McNeil, who strikes out on that high fastball.
A lot of width in the strike zone in Japan, a lot more height in the strike zone here. And so Yamamoto getting used to hitting that spot.
Already 4 Ks for Yamamoto, who quietly has racked up one of the highest strikeout rates in the National League. Runner at second, 2 out, and the hitter's Harrison Bader.
And he lines one into center field, a base hit. Alvarez around third. He's being waved home. It's bobbled by Pages, and Alvarez scores easily to make it 2-0 New York. Pages has a fantastic arm. If he comes up with that ball cleanly, there's a chance for him to throw out Alvarez at the plate, but he did not.
Wendell getting the start at third base today. Brett Beatty is off to a good start for the Mets, but tweaked his hamstring the other day in his day-to-day.
And he gets it in swinging fashion, a split finger. And avoids the bat of Joey Wendell, but he could not avoid the Mets scoring runs.
Well, Francisco Alvarez is coming out of the game. They'll go take a look at that left thumb that has now taken several shots over the last few days. So the Mets will hold their breath on Alvarez.
Here's Alonso. Runner still at second and third. Now 1 away. Swing, and Alonso Alonso shoots one the opposite way over a leaping Freeman into right field, a base hit.
Pete Alonso muscles one into right field for an RBI hit, and it's 3-0 New York.
Stepping into the left-handed batter's box, the guy who clipped him for his 3rd home run of the year would be DJ Stewart.
DJ flies this one to center. That'll get a run in. Back goes the center fielder Pius to the wall to make the catch. Marte tags and comes in to score, and it's 4-0 New York.
Ohtani runs, Narvaez throws, and a stolen base for Ohtani.
26 for 26 against the Mets this year. Dodgers with about an 80% success rate, and Ohtani gets knocked on the head right there. Fortunately, it wasn't a pitch ball, but it was just a glove. It still doesn't feel good.
It came down hard. Eesh, he says.
And the 5th stolen base for Ohtani in scoring position. Ground ball through the right side. A base hit into right field for Hernandez. Ohtani coming around. He will slide in safe. Hernandez trying to go for 2, and he has it. So it'll be up to Shohei Ohtani here in the 5th inning. Plenty of ball game left.
Mets up 4-1, bottom of the 5th, 2 on, 2 out.
Ohtani to right field. There's the knock with runners in scoring position. Padres waved around. He'll score without a play. An RBI base hit for Shohei Ohtani, and the Dodgers are within 2.
Yoshinobu Yamamoto, who pitches into the 6th inning for the first time in his young major league career.
Joey Wendell, the 3rd baseman and last of the lineup for New York. And Wendell watches, called strike 3. That's the way to end your night for Yoshinobu Yamamoto. Strikeout number 9.
That should be out of this inning. But instead, 2 errors by the normally sure-handed Joey Wendell has put the Mets in jeopardy with the tying runs on base.
Again, those are the errors you've been talking about. Just silly errors.
Rips a base hit to left field. Smith in to score. Here comes Hernandez. Chris Taylor can breathe a sigh of relief. He's tied the game.
There's one away, and here comes Starling Marte.
That's hit on the ground by Marte. Mookie scoops it up. A throw across, pulls Freeman off the bag, and Marte will reach on the E6. A poor throw from Mookie Betts. Nothing Freddie Freeman could do about that.
So the door's open for Francisco Lindor.
And he hits one deep to right center field toward the pavilion. That ball is out of here. Francisco Lindor with his 2nd home run of the year. His 1st as a left-hand batter. A 2-run shot, and the Mets go right back in front. 6-4. And he just got a piece of that fastball after 4 straight sliders.
Catcher's interference, Gary.
So, Teoscar Hernandez's bat hitting the glove of Omar Narvaez. That'll be the Mets' 3rd error of the game.
It'll be a pinch hitter for the Dodgers with 2 on and 2 out, and it'll be James Outman.
Drilled right field and deep. Marte going back. He's at the warning track. He's at the wall. He reaches up and he makes the catch. A step in front of the wall for the final out in the 7th. Dodgers threaten, do not score.
Here's the payoff. Head start for the runners. It's ball 4 to Nimmo. His 2nd walk loads the bases for New York in the 8th.
Marte loops one shallow center. Outman plays it on a hop. It's a hit. McNeil scores. Here comes Bader. He scores. The throw goes to 3rd. Brandon Nimmo is hung up, and Muncy puts the tag on. But both runs do score. So Stewart tonight has kept on swinging well. He is 5 for his last 15.
That's hit toward the hole. Base hit for Stewart. Lindor around 3rd being waved home. Pages muscles up the throw to the plate on the fly, and he beats it. Well, we told you Pages has a great arm, and he showed it off there. Got it on the fly to Will Smith, but Lindor just beat the tag at home plate. And the Mets now lead it 9-4. Dodgers are challenging the call.
After review, the call on the field stands. The runner is safe. Los Angeles will lose their challenge.
Diaz going to get up and toss lightly just in case Diekman finds further trouble here in the 9th.
The Mets obviously want nothing to do with bringing Edwin Diaz into this game. Tying runs still in the dugout somewhere, but inching closer. Dodgers have 1st and 2nd.
Diekman has one more strike to get. Ahead on Teoscar Hernandez, 1-2. He struck him out, and the ball game is over. Jake Diekman gets the final 3 outs. Francisco Lindor hits a huge 2-run homer in the 7th inning to put the Mets in front, and they tack on from there. The Mets have now won 5 of their last 6 at Dodger Stadium. They've won their last 5 games overall. They beat the Dodgers tonight 9-4.